Anticipating it for months, I got my iPhone 14 Pro about a year ago. I use the device for everything including content creation, and up to now it is my most used device next to my M1 Max MacBook Pro. In a nutshell, I am very impressed. After its unboxing on the channel, there were zero issues with my iPhone 14 Pro. It has been flawless, exceeding my expectations, and like all my Apple devices throughout the years, it excels in user-friendliness and reliability. So let me share my experiences as an average user, semi-productivity junkie and content creator. Dynamic Island. Mentioning user-friendliness, the iPhone 14 Pro introduced the Dynamic Island. And while some claim that's overrated, I find it great for multitasking and navigating different activities. Thorough and helpful, the Dynamic Island provides additional comfort. Its seamless animations and resizing make for a more exciting experience, especially the colored waveforms. I appreciate that when listening to music, podcasts, audiobooks, having a phone call and/or using a timer, which is often, the Dynamic Island makes all those more engaging, and truth be told, I'll miss it if they remove it. In my humble opinion, the Dynamic Island achieves for the iPhone what the touch bar was supposed to do for the Mac. Let me know if you agree. Design and build quality. The iPhone 14 Pro is built like a tank. Although I have my second screen protector and have been rocking an Apple silicone case for the time being, there are no scratches whatsoever. It felt extra solid the first time I had it in my hand, and a year later, nothing has changed. I also have zero regrets about not opting for the Pro Max version. Having the space black, I love the frosted finish on the back and the glossy logo and edges. It is a clean industrial aesthetic, complementing the build and features. An example of technology meeting art. Let me know if you feel the same. Display. While the display gets brighter than others, I won't rave about that, as it can hurt my eyes if not rocking my blue light blocking goggles. What impressed me is the 120Hz refresh rate, keeping things snappy pretty much whatever I do. Always on display. Providing more comfort, always on display lets you get notifications without touching your phone. Hence, I keep mine enabled. It spares me, although negligible, otherwise redundant effort to check my time and updates. Also the actual decisions to do so, as our daily choices are limited and I prefer spending mine better. Let me know if you do the same. Battery. The battery lasts a few days of simple use. This includes the mentioned and other productivity apps like Notes and Notion, such as IG and emails. On the other hand, consider I don't game. Content creation also changes things, as filming drains the battery in 2 hours, equivalent to Canon LP6 battery, if not using the R5C. Canon Control App. Regarding Canon's Control App, I'd rather have my iPhone 14 Pro plugged in. That's to avoid additional PTSD from messing up my aero. Based on observations, this is my most battery draining app. And while I haven't been tracking the battery degradation meticulously, I also don't notice any real difference. Overall, the iPhone 14 Pro battery is excellent, though not spectacular if you often film or game, so feel free to share your experiences as one who does. Filming and cameras. Truth be told, the iPhone 14 Pro is quite remarkable regarding content creation. With a few exceptions, I use the primary camera, which is my favorite, and nothing short of amazing. You can also get some great macro shots using the others, and I'm beyond satisfied being able to do so much with something already in my pocket. 4K cinematic. After testing all, I fell in love with the 4K cinematic option. Using around 7.1 aperture, as recommended by Lee Zavitz, and not having too many objects in the shot produces fantastic images. On the contrary, going below that and closer to bushes, branches, etc. puts random areas out of focus, introducing a noticeable blur. Other than that, I have zero complaints. In cases like the mentioned, I feel the same about the colors. I genuinely love the greens and most of the warmer tones. I must say, the device crushes it in nature, and if you think about it, it really does, especially considering Christian Mateg rap. Gym footage and vlogs. The iPhone 14 Pro over-delivers for gym footage and fitness vlogs. In such cases, you can actually consider it over a camera, especially with the genre's everlasting trend favoring quote-unquote raw authenticity over any production quality. Let me know how you feel about that. ProRes. The iPhone 14 Pro can film in ProRes, Apple's high-quality video format. Now, I have no idea how it is in DaVinci and Final Cut, but Premiere stabilizing ProRes is something I'm not willing to deal with. It can take up to 10 times more than a downsampled 7 to 4K CWOG 3 422 in IPB. And while these are rough estimations, I'll be glad if you share some experiences. Not there yet. Properly navigating the device's strengths and weaknesses produces fantastic B-roll, especially in nature. On the contrary, there is one area in which I think the iPhone 14 Pro falls behind: A-roll. It over-sharpens the face, making everything too digital and quite unnatural. While some disagree and even enjoy it, I prefer the HD and skin tones from an almost decade-old DSLR, so I don't see myself filming A-roll with an iPhone 14 Pro, especially myself. I can also spot A-roll from an iPhone 9 out of 10 times, even with filters and lenses, and I don't like it, but that's just personal preference. iPhone 15 Pro. The 15 Pro has a log profile, and while this mitigates the issue significantly, I'd say the difference in faces remains spottable. The skin tones are definitely better, yet something is generally off in how the iPhone interprets and presents one's eyes and sight. Otherwise, it's really mind-blowing. As an Apple fanboy and a content creator, I'm not getting the 15 Pro. Using and rigging an actual camera and a lens is a lot of fun and has many use cases. Plus, I just got the combo I wanted for so long. Nevertheless, there's a massive value in capturing usable footage with your phone, and the 14 Pro serves its job for my workflow. So to me, the phone and the camera are not mutually exclusive. They serve different purposes. Let me know how it goes for you. Final words. Overall, I have zero regrets about getting the iPhone 14 Pro. It is a marvelous device that exceeded my expectations. In terms of filming A-roll and/or B-roll with sliders and gimbals in a controlled environment, I'm not sure I'll ever prefer a phone over an actual camera. Just like I don't think I'll ever start using manual focus. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what is yours, such as your favorite filming gear and current iPhone. Otherwise, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more content, consider checking my digital products, music and books. Support me with either of the links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time.